High vibrations, sweet babies. I am coming to you with a late night reading. I can't sleep. My energy is active. My mental energy and my physical energy are not in unison right now. My mind is awake, my spirit is awake, my body is very tired. So I'm wondering if after I do this reading, if maybe my brain will also be tired and I can get myself sleeping. But let me know if you are also finding yourself up later in the evening in the past couple nights. If you've been having disturbances with your sleep. I, for one, have been having a lot of moments when I wake up, like, I think my circadian rhythm is regulating. So I'll start waking up kind of naturally before my alarm goes off, before the sun is up. And I'm just like, where am I? Like, literally, where am I? I've been moving around a lot, bouncing around a lot. I mean, for a very long time, but in particular, I just feel very unsettled at the moment, and I'm about to be moving into a new home, literally days away. And I think my spirit is just like, like mentally I'm there. Like, I'm in that mode. There's so much unforeseen in the very near distance, and I'm very excited to see what that's going to be. But because of that, I am very much unsettled in the present moment, and literally waking up from a sleep like, where am I? So I pulled some cards because I just have this, I always have this desire to pull cards and like sort of weed out, sort through what's showing up for me, maybe internally, maybe with things that I'm like in tune with. Sometimes my friends and I will have conversations and things just kind of are left with me, and pulling cards kind of helps me use all types of different modalities, specifically symbology, to make sense out of different situations and how I might interpret them. So right away, I wanted to say, this definitely feels like a tension and a frustration with someone in specific, and just kind of feeling like two different things are happening, like two very different things are happening. In one side of things, it seems like there's just a lot of potential, a lot of room for growth, a lot of possibility, and just like I'm seeing like forever, like infinity. Infinity symbol has come up a couple times in this energy. There's like a lot of room for your infinite potential and whatever you want to go for. There's lots of room for achievement. In fact, I think you're somebody who's very much like whatever you set your mind to, like you set your sights on something and you achieve it and you make it your mission. You're kind of also somebody who's known to take on difficult journeys, difficult battles. But I see that you're embracing the idea of things just being easy. I think you're tired of the journey being a difficult one or confusing one or not knowing which direction you're heading in. feeling like maybe the divine is not guiding you, or you're feeling disconnected from your divine guidance system or your inner light. And this is really what you rely on in times when the journey is confusing. But right now, for some reason, it just feels like maybe you're overcomplicating the journey, and because of that, you're feeling like you're not being divinely guided. This can cause you to act recklessly, and specifically say reckless things or say things without caution or without being mindful of the power of your words. The power of the throat space is very big and very beautiful. It's a masculine energy center. It's really a powerful energy center for co-creation with the universe, but it needs to be coming from a place of connection with the heart, and specifically with the soul star chakra, which is above our crown chakra, and is how we feel like a true connection. Like when we're able to open that up. Oh my goodness, the train horn. Hello. That actually startled me. The soul star chakra is a good place, I think, for you to look into healing right now, as well as just being aware of the power of your words and the power of speaking things into existence. But what comes up with this card here is forgiveness, compromise, and working things out. And I don't think you're actually very used to those things happening. I think because of that, we're prone to feeling into like this lack of stability. You're prone to feeling into our fears, or prone to feeling into acting. Yeah, because action did want to come out before, but just like taking risky choices in like the wrong way, like without having that discernment, without having the caution or the pause to really decide how to move, act, or speak on something. I just see it really backfiring, to be quite honest. And I think now's a really good time to practice taking pause, having patience, yielding in the sense of like laying down your sword, putting down your weapons, like laying down the armor and the defense mechanisms, because right now it just seems like you're taking the wrong choices, like taking the wrong risks, and they're not calculated. They're very just a gamble, to be quite honest. But it's like I am seeing the 8 and the infinity symbolism showing up a lot, though, and I think it has a lot to do with what's going on under the surface with this, okay, which is that there is some major like heart energy, heart chakra, heart space, whatever you want to call it, healing that needs to be done. I'm surprised that the healing card didn't show up with this reading, because it definitely just feels like a very and just frustration and tension. I can't explain it. But feeling like reminiscing on a bond, or like the potential of a bond, the potential of a connection, might be something that's being experienced right now. Maybe this potential, like, this reading is tricky because it's like one thing on the surface, but then something very different underneath. And it feels like there's this acknowledgement of the potential for things, but it almost feels like that bothers you because, like I was saying before, we're so used to the journey being difficult and not working out and being confusing and being hard and not feeling, like maybe not feeling completely guided. Seems to feel like this, it won't work, like things aren't going to work. But really, it's just, it's like work it out, won't work is also another feeling of like, but I think also, like a blockage in communication or just like a disrupted throat center, using the throat space for the wrong thing, and understanding that when you don't have that healed heart space, that throat space is really doing a number on you. And I feel like there's just a lot of hardship or heart healing that needs to be done over hurtful things that were said, hurtful words, hurtful conversations, and just learning how to communicate without hurt, without pain, and understanding that this is serious for you. Like, this is important to you. It's important for your life. It's an important thing for you to be able to commit to the things that I think actually are going to help you feel truly stable and loved and nurtured and in flow. And when it comes to taking risks, I feel like I want a more clarifier, perhaps. Okay, so it's more so risks around relationships than anything. Especially risks. Oh my, it's 2:27 on the timestamp. Do you know what clarifying cards just popped out, or numbers just popped out? 222, 227. Risks in relationships, especially relationships that challenge you to rise and grow and expand in ways that feel new and different to you. And I feel like there's an air sign in the mix somewhere. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's like a need to pause and just be very discerning about this person. This is a person who they're focusing on the wrong things. They're prioritizing. There's the healing card. There's the yin yang card, balancing masculine and feminine energies. This air sign Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is somebody who just does not have the right priorities, especially when it comes to relationships. And they might be more focused on money, or using people, or wanting things, wanting people as like something to possess and like acquire versus like to actually have and hold. And I feel there's a huge card here for guardian angel and loved ones looking after you, even if this is existing in your relationship, that there is a guardian angel that's keeping a watchful eye over the situation. And I think at the bottom of this, because there was quite a lengthy message that came up, let me see if at the bottom of this, there's a lot of betrayal, there's a lot of hurt, there's a lot of avoidance. I think, like I said, hurtful things were said, and yeah. It's like putting a wedge between you and the situation or the relationship, or there's like literal physical distance, emotional distance. And this just feels like particularly hard for you at the moment. It's okay to need to ask for help. Let go, like for some reason the words letting go or let go are important, but I don't feel it in a very I don't feel it in a way of like just forget about it and like move on from the situation. It feels like more like a let go and let God type of a situation. And that's where the whole like ask for help, like ask for the divine guidance that you're feeling like you don't have right now. Ask for this help. The Bible verse 657 might be important. You might notice the number 657 show up. This could be a time. This could be a gas price. This could be a mile marker. There's a really big, time. Notice what happens around the time 657. This is probably an evening time unless you're an early riser. And notice what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what conversations you're having, what people you're around, and what happens around the time of 657. But there is for sure a need to just be patient, because I think moving parts has been a big phrase that keeps turning up in the different readings. Moving in general. The literal card moving is here. Change of residence, moving with your partner. Giving things time, all things in divine timing. Let things flow. Good things come to those who wait. And expecting. Someone's expecting something. Someone's expecting. There's been a lot of cards indicating pregnancy, but this doesn't necessarily mean a baby. This could also be a birth of something coming to life, a rebirth, a renewal, and I think So that's the reading. Give whatever this tension, this pain, this disruption that's going on between you and this situation some time, and work on healing that heart space, so that you can experience just the power of the throat space without the hurt, and just what that feels like, instead of like coming from a place of hurt, like being able to come from a place of real authenticity and heart energy. And I think this is really going to be a great time for you to speak less and listen more. I think asking for the divine's helping hand, and knowing that some things are beyond your control and you have to just let go and let God, I think is very important right now, instead of acting recklessly or without caution. So for some reason, it's what I'm really feeling into with this whole infinity symbol is like, you're not thinking about your risks in the long term and like the lifelong, what that's going to mean for your lifelong, and not even lifelong, but like eternal. What choices are you making that are going to carry with you eternally? Karmic debt, what will carry over with you into the next lifetime, or into, when you return to source. I certainly want my conscience clear. That isn't what I know to be true. So I'm gonna just make sure that I'm watching my words. I know that I can have quite the sharp tongue on me. It's something I've been trying to work on, especially when it comes to dealing with any air signs right now. For sure. That's what I'm feeling into, is a super random, very specific reading that I'm feeling into. 2:37 on the timestamp as we speak. Late night reading. I'm sending you all my lovin', and I will talk to